Hello, good afternoon, guys. This is Dr. Cool. Now, welcome back. The topic which I'm about to discuss with you guys today is a very sensitive topic, somewhat, and it is not completely sensitive. But it is sensitive to creators, but it's not sensitive to the viewer. I've seen a video where someone was actually talking about YouTube suck, right? I'm not gonna say completely that YouTube didn't suck. YouTube suck in some way. But you know the people that suck the more is actually the viewers. And I'm gonna explain this to you. If you're experiencing subscriber burn right now in your channel, I'm gonna show you typically what it looks like because my own channel is undergoing through the same thing. I did contact some of the support team some days ago and I checked my channel and they say everything looks fine. But something happened. My subscriber rate was going down. I can see every damn arrow that's supposed to be showing me how good my content is doing, my subscriber rate is doing, all of them are pointing down, which I'm going to be showing you somewhere up here. So if yours looks like that, you might not be actually experiencing a shadow ban, but what we call subscriber burn. Now, I did actually make a lot of research to be able to understand how this subscriber burn is. And truthfully, I have been doing it. Most of the times I can even upload like 3 videos a day, sometimes 4 videos a day. And it did actually dawn on me that it can actually boil down to where my subscribers will click off my video and not watch. Now, when I go through some of the analytics is actually showing me that 98% of people who are watching my video aren't actually from my channel. It's only 2% that are coming from my channel. Now, with that said, almost about 98% of them also have their notification turned off. So, which is a serious kicker on my nut, like a nutcracker, right? Now, why did I say that YouTube suck in some ways? I'm going to explain the YouTube to you, and I'm going to explain the viewers, how the viewers actually help to kill your channel. Now, we have a lot of evil people, right, patrolling in the world today because the rules of the game, the game, right, in the YouTube is we supply information to solve problem. Now the viewers use it to solve their problem, and in return, the only way which they can be able to say thanks and support us can be through fund and some others, but the barest minimum is actually subscribing and viewing the video. But guess what? My research of recently, when I tried a lot of things, this research is not based on collective information, but my own personal analytics of how my channel has been performing. You know what I found out? It is actually very, very shocking. What I find out actually is that most of, let's say like 90% of people whom you are getting their comment in your comment sections, probably, right? 80% of them didn't watch your video. So like 20% is actually those who watch your video. I did a core and thorough research on this, experiment with my own channel to be able to get this information right. And I have a lot of videos which I created information. I sought out solution for different car make and model. But guess what? Most of these people, I found people who are dropping questions concerning the same problem which I solved in the video in the comment section. So what that tells you is why I say that is the viewers that actually saw, not completely YouTube. There is a part where YouTube actually partake in this to make things more difficult for creators. And those are features which I'm going to be revealing, which YouTube's supposed to have added. There is a lot of update that is going on about YouTube and YouTube Studio, but I'm looking for this very feature here, and it's actually not there. This very feature here will actually enhance every creator to know the insight about how his performance, his content is performing prior to the audience, which he is actually feeding the very information or the content he's creating for, right? Now, most of the people who comment on my on the comment section, there are most of you are gonna actually be shocked, right? They are neither watching the video, they are neither subscribing, they are simply a commenter. These are new breeds, right? They have no conscience, they have no regard for all the time and effort which you put in trying to make those videos. Now, so what happens? What did YouTube do with this information? When someone comes to your channel and saw the content which you created, you spend hours or days creating, and the person didn't watch your video and go ahead to just pause it and go straight to the comment section to ask you a question relating the same video which you have actually taught how to do whatever, provide such solution, and didn't watch your video, most of these people don't actually subscribe to your channel. So what happens? You quickly go ahead, if you don't critically think it through, and go ahead and supply the person the information which you already made a content, but he simply don't want to watch. For what reason? I'm going to explain to you later after this. Now, when you supply them this information, you are simply creating that bond. Bond is in many places. That subscriber bond is in many places. So in as much as he didn't watch your video and he didn't subscribe and go ahead to comment and you supply him information, you have just made the YouTube algorithm to understand that that video is not relevant. So he have the commenter, which is not your viewer, have actually used you to solve his problem without watching your video. And therefore that video will start ranking down because YouTube algorithm will say that it's not relevant because a lot of people or most people are not actually watching it. They are busy dropping comments instead. Are you seeing how most of the viewers actually help in taking down your channel or even creating the YouTube bond? Not because you're actually seriously over uploading, though over uploading can actually cause the same bond. But what actually causes most of the bond is this very factor which I've just explained to you here. But if suppose the viewers takes time to watch the video, which I told you I experiment because I have over thousands of videos in my channel. And literally almost every question which you're going to be asking me concerning some certain topics, especially car AC issues, I've treated this very topic here and provided an answer. So when most people actually ask me a question, I just give them a link to the video, right? But here is the deal. I discovered that most of these videos I'm making, they are not getting views. Most people asking me the same question concerning the same topic which I've created. So which means they're not watching the video. But instead they're asking me questions regarding those, which actually demonetize, not just demonetize, drop my subscriber rate. Once YouTube stop suggesting your content to other viewers, let me tell you how it happens, right? Especially when those people don't subscribe. Most of them who do this do not subscribe to your channel. They do not give a thumbs up. The only thing they do is just drop a comment. So I call them commenter, right? So when they don't watch your video, they don't subscribe, and they don't give that video a thumbs up, it is a three factor which the YouTube algorithm used to determine the relevancy of every video. One, you didn't watch it, you click away, right? So you will see something like this, which I'm going to be showing here. So you see an average view of 1.5 minutes for a video of 15 minutes or even 10 minutes or 2 minutes. I'm going to explain the second phase of this problem. The second phase of this very problem here, which is still within the viewers, is most viewers, which are having right here in the YouTube these days, have preferences, and these preferences is drafted from racial profiling. They decided on their own side that, look, this person is a person of color, or this person is white, or this person is this, all right? The kind of people whom they choose, they want to subscribe to and watch their video, most oftentimes don't provide the solution which they need. And so the people who have the solution to their problem are actually people whom they don't want to subscribe or even watch their video. I want you to listen to that again. Now, what happens? They subscribe to those people's video, watch the video, give it a thumbs up, even when it doesn't even solve their problem. You have a lot of channels like that, like Scotty, too many of them to mention, right? Even Chris Fix, right? And Chris Fix is mostly about replacing parts, but not core diagnostics, not core mechanic ethics, right? They find some channels who are technical genius about diagnosing different kinds of sensors, who have put a lot of money in buying gadgets and tools which they actually use in diagnosing this. So when they're giving you information about top symptoms of some component, they are pretty much telling you from their experience, not just only from research base. And therefore, what happens is the subscribers, their like and viewership is, for instance, for Scotty or for Chris Fix. But the question on how to fix that problem, which they couldn't find in Scotty's channel or Chris Fix, is meant for you. If suppose you're a mechanic, I'm just using this as an example. How did YouTube contribute to this burn? That is why I say YouTube didn't suck completely, but YouTube sucked in some way. In all this update that is going on, it is not too difficult for YouTube, all right, that to show every creator is just a simple tool, a simple feature that as soon as someone drops a comment in your video section, information about how the person has interacted with your content should be visible. And by so doing, you'll be able to understand as a creator if this viewer actually watched my content or he didn't watch my content. To what extent did he skip? It is very much pretty much simple. If YouTube can actually give you your own data about how much more you watch some videos, even if you leave it for a year and you want to continue, YouTube is still going to tell you where you stopped the last time. So it is not too big for YouTube to give this very feature to creators. But instead, what is YouTube doing to creators? It's only giving them the average view, but it's not giving them the in-depth detail of why that problem, why the average view is actually going on. And this helps to make the video to rank down. I hope you guys are understanding. Now, the second factor, which I'm also looking at here, is if YouTube can actually give creators that feature, which the creators actually need to be able to determine exactly who is watching their content and who is not, at least the commenters. I'm not talking about people who like the video. I'm talking about people who commented on the video, because those people who are commenting on the video, you see most of the random comments like nice video. I have this problem. When you see some kind of question like that in a comment section, the person 95% chance did not watch that video. Oh, that is a wonderful video. I have this problem. My car do this, my car do that, or my house did this, and start narrating his own problem. He's only using that very avenue to exploit information from you, but he or she never watched the video. How did I know this? Because most of the people who actually ask this question, they often ask it just within the same video which I solved the problem. So if they have watched the video from beginning to the end, they shouldn't be asking me those questions. I hope you guys are following, right? Now, YouTube has hidden those information from creators. If they have given that feature, included it in the YouTube studio, the creators can be able to have insight of the commenter, all right, the commenter information, interaction on the content which they are commenting under, and that is going to help them to decide to respond or not to respond, even for little channels that are growing up. So if you are unsure if your channel is having subscriber burn right now, you take a look at this. If yours is looking like this, it's not showing all green, but showing dark ash color, and the arrows are all pointing down, you're going to be seeing subscribers pointing down, viewers pointing down, and probably your revenue also, not if probably, your revenue is also going to be pointing down. You're going to be having less revenue, maybe like 20 or even 40 or 30% lesser than what you used to have. So this problem is not, most often times, based on my typical analysis, it's not coming from you, the creator, but your subscribers. So now that you have this information, I think it's very imperative for most creators who their channels are experiencing this very problem to go through the developers option in the Play Store and instruct the developer that they need that feature of users interactions, viewers interaction with their content, because that is what's going to help you. If you know that the person is just a commenter and not a viewer of your video, technically speaking, he didn't subscribe, he didn't watch a video, he didn't give a thumbs up, but he's screaming, help me, I have this problem. But the barest minimum which he can actually do, he can't do it. And when he didn't do it, he's actually killing the viewership and making that video to rank less and becoming irrelevant. Even when you solved a lot of problems in that very video, YouTube is not going to recognize it. that video will not rank up. And therefore, you're going to be having less revenue, you're going to be having subscriber burn, you're going to be having a whole lot of problem in your channel. Your subscribers are not, your subscriber rate is not going to be going up. So now that you know that some people have a preferences of whom they want to subscribe to, which is different from whom they want to view his content, and whom they want to like the content, different from whom they want to ask questions to solve their problem. You shouldn't fall for it as a creator, right? Only respond to those who appreciate your effort which you took out in trying to create those content which you actually created, which normally they should watch. You obviously, for every reason, 100%, you created the content for the viewers to watch and to provide a solution, right? But there are ways, which I'm going to be using this to cap it up. There are ways to actually determine if the commenter watched the video. And how is that? Most oftentimes, if the video is growing up and you look at, maybe it doesn't have like, and the person goes straight up to go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section, there is 99% chance that that douchebag did not watch your content. And therefore, it is stupid to respond to him. Because by so doing, you are telling the algorithm that that video is irrelevant. And it will start ranking down. I've seen a lot of these things before. Most times when I see people started dropping comments without dropping thumbs up on the video, it shows a lot. He may likely, 90% chance is not your subscriber. He is not your viewer. He's not your audience. And he didn't even like the video. So these three factors will ultimately signal to the algorithm that this video is irrelevant, even when it is relevant. So guys, and in so doing, you don't need to respond to such kind of troll. I call them troll, right? Because they don't value what you have, the effort you have put in trying to make the video, the content to provide a solution, or whether what is exploitation without any input. They value nothing about you. So this I'm going to say these are some kind of evil kind of people, right? If it is not too much. Most of you in the Western world actually have a subscription of data that expires a month. So most of you prefer to use to watch Netflix that goes like 3 hours or even 5 hours, 6 hours. But watching 10 minutes video of someone that's going to save you thousands of dollars is a problem. Well, I think you are the demon, right? So if the YouTube can go ahead and put it, then that's going to give us the best analytics, all right? The best upper hand to be able to know how our audience is interacting with the content which we took days, weeks, or even probably more time to create and more money. And this will help us to stop burning out creating content which our viewers and new viewers are not watching, because the problem here is this. Sorry, I'm taking your time more. If your audience click off the video and did not watch it, right? I want you to understand something here. YouTube algorithm will not, all right, suggest that video to any other people outside the YouTube subscribers, outside the YouTube audience. So the people who kills most of your video, that stops the viewership of your video, is from your channel. They're clicking off. Even if you decide that you want to upload frequently or less frequently, if you then decide they don't want to watch it, that is typically a turn off first. But I believe, on the other hand, that if you don't have subscribers, then YouTube will be doing a testing procedure, a clean slate testing procedure, which it's going to be suggesting the content to few people that are, because you don't have a subscriber, that's starting as from scratch, and that can be very, very hard. Except if suppose you have some sort of a fan base elsewhere which you are directing to your channel to come and watch your video. Else to starting up is going to be very, very hard. Okay guys, I hope you find this very helpful. Drop me a comment in the comment section below for however you feel about this very video. And as for frequent upload, well, I think the kicker, even if you upload up to 3 to 4 times a week, it's not a problem, so long as your subscribers are watching the video, are giving it at least, if they can be able to give it up to 50% of the time, If it is 10 minutes, they should be able to watch it up to 5 minutes or even 6 minutes straight. If you have that average view of 5 minutes, then YouTube will start promoting it. But if they just watch it like 2 minutes or even 1 minute, a video of 10 minutes, then YouTube will kick it into the curb straight up.